The Jade Bight is a bight bay on the North Sea coast of Germany. It was formerly known simply as Jade. Because of the very little input of fresh water, it is classified as not an estuary but a bay. Intrusion of the sea. About 180 square kilometers in area, the Jade was largely created by storm floods during the 13th and 16th centuries. Since the early 14th century, it has joined eastward to the estuary of River Weser. For some time, there were 3 permanent connecting branches and one floodbed between the river and the bight, forming an estuarine delta. The first of these junctions was closed in 1450 by dikes, the last one in 1515. However, it took more than a century for most of the area flooded by these connections to be regained for pasture and arable land. In the west, the Jade extended far into the Frisian Peninsula. From the early 16th century, a number of dikes were built against the storm floods and to gain arable land. The main dike, Alexrk Dam, was built between 1596 and 1615 by the county of Oldenburg before the agreement with the objecting county of East Frisia was finished successfully. Decay of the Frisian community. The extension of Jade Bight and its branches fragmented the Free Frisian territory of Rustring and Inband in the northwest, most of which has disappeared in the waves boven Jadingen with the low moraine hills of Frieschewerd in the southwest, but Jardingen in the northeast, which was an island for almost 2 centuries, and Stadland, which became a narrow island along the left bank of the Weser in 1384. The devastation by floods and the losses of land weakened the Frisian community. In the years about 1400, the Free City of Bremen tried to rule Stadland and but Jardingen. In the beginning of 16th century, all countries around Jade Bight were conquered by the Counts of Oldenburg. Organized construction of dikes, together with the conquest of Stadland Island, the Lochflith, the largest branch of Weser Delta, was interrupted by a dike at Ovelgon in 1515. In the next years the watercourse was cut off in more sites. The most important projects laid out within little more than a century were the Alexrk Dam across the Schwarzesbach in the west of the bay in 1596 to 1615 and the New Hoben Dike in the east in 1643. The coast south of this dike caused long-lasting problems. Here the coast had reached a large moss. The bog was more and more fractioned by high floods, and dikes built on the bog proved to be very fragile. Harbor. Tidal flows make the neck of Jade Bight the deepest natural channel near Germany's North Sea coast. In 1853, the Kingdom of Prussia bought a part of the western shore of the bay from Oldenburg, in order to use this harbor as a Prussian naval base, later called Wilhelmshaven. This way, during World War I, the German High Seas Fleet, the main battle fleet of the Imperial German Navy, was based at Wilhelmshaven in the Jade Bight. After World War II, Wilhelmshaven has become the main German port for the import of petrol. Nature. The foreshore areas of Jade Bight form a part of the German Wadden Sea National Parks.